Welcome in, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Jane. If you're returning, I'm glad to have you back. So I have been receiving the numbers 88 and the numbers 8888, and they've been pretty persistent the past week at least. So Spirit was really pushing me to do this reading. I was kind of working on something else, but they asked me to move on to this. So here I am. And they had me do a lot of cleansing too, because there's been a lot of negative energy roaming around. So they want me to find out what house energy that we are dealing with tonight. And here we go. So number 5. So the 5th house is all about romantic energy, and it's about creativity. Okay. Which I think that's a little bit odd here, because they were just, okay, what your future holds was the title that they have here. So 888 is about success and fulfillment is around the corner. So if you've been calling in, this is about manifesting. So if you've been calling in like a soulmate or something, that could explain why they said it was the 5th house. And they're talking about with the 8888 is okay, well, I'll just start with 88 first, because it says open yourself to abundance, and then it says so for both of these numbers, success and fulfillment is right around the corner, and getting what you are owed. So for 88 together, if you're just seeing 88, they're saying that synchronicity, that material abundance or blessings are on the way, and that our minds and spirits must be open through our attitudes and practices of receiving and giving. It's our responsibility to weather during difficult times, not only to survive, but to thrive. So this is all about our, spiritual attitudes towards wealth and finances that will affect our success. Because, a lot of us were probably raised with those attitudes of money doesn't grow on trees, and, that kind of mentality. And that gets like embedded into our, DNA basically, right? And, it's really hard, like, even subconsciously, we don't realize it, but it's like there. So, they're saying here, we will, whoever this is for, you will be seeing the number 88, right? So you'll be rewarded for your discernment, your abstinence, generosity, gratitude, and moderation. So any of those things that apply to you, you will be rewarded for that. Positive relationships and attitudes towards money is a must. And that's where they were talking again about how, like as children, the way, we were spoken to, and how, money was referred to as we were, children. Now, for number 8888, this is, the angel said that 8888 is the presence in your life. So be reassured a large amount of good fortune is coming. So a positive change in your luck, and make the most of these positive vibrations. So if you see these numbers, they're telling you to be mindful of your mind, like of how you're thinking and your attitude. And also it's a time to do some manifesting when you see these numbers. Okay, the energy's high. So they're saying that if you're seeing like the double eights here, that it's a positive change in your luck, and make the most of these positive vibrations. Don't dwell on any past pain or grievances. So if you're seeing these numbers, it is to help snap you out of it and be like, oh, be aware, like, oh yeah, okay, I got to remember not to do that. And then, change your mindset. So they're saying that persevering, diligence, and focus, and embrace positive thinking. Yeah, and it's a time to network and prepare for the next phase. So if you're seeing these numbers, then there's going to be a new phase coming for you. So it's going to be a new set of challenges, and to remember the universe has your back. So, I mean, you could have good, positive things coming in, but also, I mean, we're here on earth to learn and to learn lessons and to grow. So not everything can be all rainbows and bunnies, you know what I mean? So they're saying to try to choose like positive like choices and habits day to day, and you don't have to be perfect, you just have to try. I guess that's it. Okay, so that was my download today for us to be mindful of, I guess. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, where do you want to begin, Spirit? Okay. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, so they're going to have me just bring out a few cards here. Oh my. It's on the bottom. Yeah, loving compassion. That's one of the main messages too. Okay. Okay. I'll take both there. Well, perfect timing. Exactly. It's all on the timing, isn't it? You know, when we see these numbers, it's a reminder, right? Okay, I was going to set those aside. Okay. I was just cleansing them because I've been doing a lot of readings today. Okay, so I'm going to set these here. Okay, I'm going to pull out one of these here. Okay, Spirit, I'll just get you to spit one of these out. It's funny, they kept showing me this card when I was doing a shuffle earlier. Look, that's Archangel Michael, yeah, clearing the way. Who's this? Camille, let love in. Oops. Why do you keep showing up? Okay. Let me move that out of the way. They want me to put this one here. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, I'm just going to take it. Okay. So it's going to be like this. Oh, there's not enough room. I don't think I have enough room for all these cards. All right, let's see here. I'll move this one out of the way. Okay. This here. I'll put these here. Okay. You want me to pick one of these too? Angel numbers, no joke. Okay, visionary, yeah. You are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. Okay. I need to get a less creaky chair. Okay, so we're just going to leave these set aside for now. I'm going to move this here. They want me to bring out an Archangel. Michael, there's already one here, but I'm going to bring out another. Okay. Oop. It went back in. Okay, hold on. Let's do this again. Oh, okay, they brought it out for me. Okay. On the bottom, recognize the signs from above. Well, and they have 444. Angels are sending you messages now, but you are too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. Okay. And here's another angel deck here. Okay, let's see what their messages are. I'm very curious. Well, these cards are really jumping. They all want to say something. Oh, there's doubt. Crap. Listening on the bottom. Okay, so some people are listening, but some have doubt. There's doubt going on here. Maybe there's doubt that you can manifest. Doubt that there's messages from the angels. I don't know what you're doubting. Okay, so we're going to pull out another message here. I'm going to cut this one. Okay, set that there. Okay, I'm going to take the bottom one too. Okay. They actually want me to put this here so that... Okay, let's just start with this because there's quite a bit going on here. Okay, so let's start with these here. Let's start with this one. Okay. Ooh, sacral chakra, core of creation. You know what? And the fifth house is about creation. Love and creation, yeah. Number 3. The instant message I get from this is to ground your energy and to do this on a daily basis. You know, it's funny that they brought out the creation and then they brought out the love, because the fifth house is about the romantic energy and the creation. Very interesting. Okay, so let's start with this one here. The law of attraction. My angels are with me. Life loves me. I am beautiful. I am prosperous. This is all this positive thinking. Everything is going to work out. Action, thought, feeling, diligence. Look at that. And another 444. That's why they asked me to bring that back out, because look, 444 and then 444. Spirit. If you add these together, you get 888. Recognize the signs. Look, and then 26 actually works out to be an 8 too. Hilarious. This card is number 22. Oh, this is number 26 too. The law of attraction card. And then you have 26, which is another 8. So that's 88. Oh, look, this one's 22. So 22 and 22. That's interesting. Let's see what this one is. Deeper insights. Look, another number 8. Look at that. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Okay. And then here we've got angel numbers, which is just another, pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here so that we have a little bit more room. Okay. See, it says here, this is from the universe, big news. Oh, I thought there were 2 of these. Oh, okay. Oh, they want me to read this one. What's this? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just do it like this then. Okay, what's this one? Look, source, no joke. You know, and then 16 breaks down to a 7. 34 also breaks down to a 7. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. Oh my spirit. They want me to switch these. Okay. So this is Archangel Raziel. Go beneath the surface. You have learned so much about yourself and the world and now recognize all of the great lessons of your experiences and challenges. Continue on this path. Even though you have come this far, there is much more for you to learn and uncover. Don't take things at face value. Do more research. Spend more time in contemplation. Go deeper than you think is even possible. Activation. I am willing to go deeper. I am willing to do the deeper work. And Archangel Michael clearing the way. This is the time of great change. Know that all of the roadblocks and challenges you have been facing are part of a great shift that is unfolding in your life. All aspects of your world that are not in alignment with your highest good are being cleared away so that you can stand in your truth once and for all. Trust in this unfolding. Activation. Thank you, Michael, for clearing the road to my highest truth. Okay. And this is Shemuel? Yeah, I don't know. Let love in. You are beloved. You are cherished more than you will ever know. It's time to begin seeing yourself through the eyes of God. Yeah, I got the Source here. Oh, that's why they had me move these. Okay. Choose to move beyond self-criticism and judgment. Be open to seeing yourself in a more loving way. When you are willing to see yourself lovingly, you open the doors to your heart and all forms of love enter it. The activation. I am willing to see the love I have within. You know, because you can only attract the love that's meant for you to the level of that you can love yourself. Okay. Wow. I didn't know how they were going to make this work, but here we are. Okay. So these cards are going to have me save these until the very end, I guess. So we're going to pull out one of these. Okay, Spirit, whenever you are ready. Oh, there's 2. Okay. Guess 3. Look, abundance. No joke. They always have it on the bottom. It's amazing how they do it. Okay. All right. So we have abundance, and that's what this is. That's what all those 8s have been about, is about the abundance. It's in you. Claim your power. Look, you have 2 cats. 2 cats are very, these felines, these big, majestic cats. They're so independent and they're so courageous to be on their own. So magnetism through gratitude. And that was one of the things they were saying that. And look at all these hearts in the cup. You know, cups here, they're talking about having like gratitude. With the gratitude, you can receive this abundance. Wow. You know, I noticed that they have this whale here, and the whale, that it's all about communication. It's all about activations. Yeah, I see, like, this is like, you know, it's like your aura. See, you know, this is you, but, you know, this is the universe. So what you project, because they did mention, I did not write that down in my download, but they did mention about what you give out is what you're going to receive back, whether that's good or bad, right? So, you know, that's where like the karma, they talk about the karma comes into play. Okay, so they're gonna, do you want to go out? My cat's been acting all crazy this evening. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, oh, I stepped on his tail. Okay, out you go. I think there's bad weather coming. So, well, the animals have been acting like crazy all day, actually. So the energy, I think, is really high. So recognize the signs from above. Yeah, I noticed that they're showing a lot of white too here. Look, it's even a white horse here. So they're showing like the white horse. They're also showing like this white dove, a white, I don't know, that butterfly or moth or in a feather. So all this white, these white animals, I'm not really sure you could be seeing. And oh yeah, even the whale is white. So you could be seeing, and if you're not, you're going to be. Okay, there's something here about this doubt they want me to, let's bring out a couple tarot cards here. Shoot, I got that deck upside down. They don't want them to be read upside down. Okay. Ace of Swords, look at all the birds. Beautiful. The bottom is Queen of Swords. This is all the thinking. But you know, the Ace of Swords is about love and joy and emotions, relationships. You know, and the Queen of Swords, that's all about nurturing, intuition, the mother type energy. You know, it's also it's about like maturity and wisdom. And you know, this cat, and you know, it's funny too, because look, there's another white cat here. See the white cat? Oh, and then the King of Swords right behind it. And there's another white cat, but yet the deck is black cats. Some more white animals here. So you have the King and Queen. You know, with this love here, the King and the Queen. Wow. You know, these cards have been shuffled like, I don't know, 100 times this week. So, okay. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Wow. Spirit. Oh, and the Devil. This is the doubt. This is that doubt that they're talking about. Yeah, because the Ten of Cups, this is all about like family, emotional fulfillment, and marriage. You know, and it's the completion, you know what I mean? Bringing everything together. You know, because that's what all these cards are. Well, the King of Sword, he's about, oh my God. Oh, yeah, right, sorry. I don't know, for some reason I was stuck on cups, not swords here. These are all swords, not cups. So the Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's about like the truth. It's about new ideas and success. Why did I think they were cups? That's funny. I had these cups in my mind here. And the Queen of Swords, she's about honesty, independence. She's fair. She's perceptive. Again, she's mature. You know, she's been through a big battle. You know, she's holding this white feather too. And then you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is all about authority, a truth again, discipline, logical mind. You see these birds in the background too. You know, there's birds and feathers seem to be pretty significant here. But the Ten of Cups is definitely about family and marriage and love, fulfillment. I don't know why the devil is here, though. I think the devil has to do with this doubt. This is where the devil energy comes in, because you know the devil energy is what keeps you chained into allowing yourself to have this ideas of being able to manifest and staying in a positive mindset, and you know living in your truth, because it's hard to live in your truth when you live in the matrix of falsities, you know what I mean, and lies and all that. So it's hard to always be able to speak your truth and you know, always fight, like, you know, because like you see here is offering money, here they're offering ice cream, you know what I mean? Okay. They want me to read this. Let me find that book. Oh gosh, where's that? Um, is that it? Whoops. I don't know where I put that book. Oh my. I've been getting so many downloads. I got paper everywhere. I don't know what I did with that book, Spirit. Hold on. Let me look. Why can't I find it? That's weird. Aha. It's up here. Hiding. Let's see. Let me see what's in this book here. Number 22. There's a message here. The message is, you are on shore and full of doubt whether you have found the right task in life. What is it that depresses you so much that you question your life plan or your life's mission? It is external circumstances or an inner confusion. Could it be a test sent to you in order to choose one or the other? Doubt sometimes awakens an inner voice that can resolve the chaos on the inside or in the external world. This requires time and calm. You need to go inside. Is there anyone around you whom you trust and who is able to listen to you with wisdom and selfless assurance? And see, that's why they brought out the queen here, because, and the king, because they're all about fairness, honesty, truth. They have perception, authority. They're rational. You know what I mean? Okay, so talk to this person. The angels will keep you company and contribute one or two inspiring, organizing thoughts of their own into your conversation. Okay. Yeah, just notice that this is like another butterfly here, and it's almost white. I don't know what all these white animals represent, though. Okay. Well, I mean, I would assume that they represent, you know, the Christ, angelic type. You know, I see that it looks like the snake here too from the sacral. This is almost like they're, you know, I'm getting like this is like a Kundalini type. They want to activate some kind of Kundalini or something here. The core of creation. Okay, let's see here. Let's bring on a different tarot deck. Oh, we have cups on the bottom, 8 of cups. Oh, and another white bird. That's interesting. You know, the 8 of cups, though, is about like moving on, withdrawal, though. So, you know, this might have something to do with this doubt here. Oh my God, my dog is like snoring like crazy over here. Star. Okay, let's see if that helps here. Okay, what else do you want here, Spirit? Moon. It's all that intuition. You gotta use your intuition. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. You know, this is where I think, you know, they're showing like the different polarities of how, you know, like, you know, you have like the truth here in the Ace of Swords, which is, you know, God's truth. And then you have like the Ten of Swords, which is, you know, where you're stabbed in the back. You see all these white feathers like falling to the ground. I think this is the kind of energy. This is like where they're, you know, where they had me reading this, like to ask yourself these questions, right? Like, you know, you can go either or, yeah, because then like they got the heartbreak too with the Queen of the Three of Swords. This is all about, you know, this is your opportunity to do the healing from the Ten of Swords, like all this heartbreak that you have. Geez, another sword. Look, Eight of Swords. My goodness. You know, and you know, you see here there's a snake here and it's like it's stuck. Oh my. Yeah, feeling trapped and, you know, restricted some way. You know, this is about this doubt. This is where they're talking about, see the two different polarities? This is like, if you're in a negative mindset, like this is how you're going to be in this energy. But if you're in a positive mindset, that's why they're saying, like, be careful of your mind, of what's going on. You know, and the swords is all about the mind. You know, you have a lot of swords here, right? Okay. Look, another swords, Two of Swords, yeah. It's like you're blocking it. Yeah, you can see, and then you end up with a black bird here. Crow. Hmm. This is like when you're at this crossroads, like you're at this crossroads, right? You're at this, you know, like it's like a stagnation, like a stalemate, like indecision. It's this indecision that, you know, that's what this creates, right? It creates a doubt. This is where I was talking about, you know, like how the negativity can influence your mind, like, but then you have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is like love, emotional, you know, dreaming and news, like good news actually. So if you've been having a lot of these kind of thoughts and, you know, like having like this doubt going on, and notice how they had me put it around the doubt. If you're having this going on, it's because of this energy. It's influencing you. Because you'll notice, like, here's another white animal. You know, they're showing like all these white animals, and then here, like where you're at this, like, you know, it's like a, you know, it's, you know, in the tarot, the original tarot, it's the woman that's holding the swords and she's got a blindfold on. So that's like where you're at a stalemate. That's where you have to make like these decisions. But like that's why, you know, you have to go in internally. And I noticed that like the moon, I did take it out of there, but you know, with the moon card, I don't know what I did with it now, but with the moon that came out, that's about the intuition, about going within and using your intuition. Look, and swords again, Five of Swords. This is again about, look, and there's a black and white bird on there on this one. Oh God, Spirit. And the Five of Swords, that's all about, surrender, conflict, feeling defeated. But again, it's all in the mindset. So that's why they're talking about, like, it's up to you. It's all in your, how you're going to think, right? Okay, so harmonize head and heart. Look at this. Another number 26, which is another 8. And there's another 8 here. Okay, so it says your energetic heart contains the soul's memory and wisdom. So your heart should be part of your decision-making process. Your heart knows where your soul is going. Yet the rational head maps out the heart's desire. When the pragmatic head and intuitive heart compromise, you lead a more soulful life. So you really do need to have both of them, like, conspiring together. You know what I mean? Emphasize the 5 physical senses for presence. Number 11. Sorry, which is 2, which again is about the balance, and it's about, the couples, you know what I mean? Because you see, like, they're here, but here they are younger, they have children, all this, and then here they are older, but they're still in their power, right? They live in their truth, they live in their honesty, they live in their integrity, they live knowing their power. They know where they stand in the universe, and they don't back down. Become more present in the moment by being mindfully aware of what you're touching, smelling, hearing, seeing, or tasting. This helps you recognize intuitive guidance from your 6th sense. If any of your 5 physical senses is impaired, your 6th sense may become stronger to compensate. Your power mantra: be here now. Be in the present, yeah. Okay, so there's one more card they want me to bring out here. And this is a postcard from Spirit. So let's see. So like they said, like, your success and fulfillment is around the corner. And you're going to be getting what you're owed. But it all has to do with your mind, and our minds and our spirits and minds have to be open. So when so our heart and mind have to be open with the attitudes, and practice of receiving and giving. Our spiritual attitudes towards wealth and finances and love and discernment and generosity and positive relationships and all of that all take, it's all part of it. You know what I mean? It's all, like they said here, it's all about, like, harmonize that head and the heart. Okay, dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done, be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable to do something different, set that boundary, delegate responsibilities to another, ask for your needs to be met, and when faced with an impossible situation or sticky enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra: I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part of everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. So much. So really, that's what they're saying here, that, you can't control the people around you. You can only control how you respond. And, again, it's all about, using that intuition to claim your power and, have the gratitude for what you do have, and, try to heal, everything that you can, and not worry so much about, And just know that when you're receiving these messages, like, being so busy in your everyday life, you're going to miss these synchronicities. But, you know, you could be seeing these numbers and go, yeah, I see them, and then think no more of it. But, really, you should have like a notebook or something and write them down. And when you get the time, even if it takes 2 days, look up the meaning of those numbers and see, like, what was the message that they're trying to send to me, so that it'll help make you become more aware. Because you have number 26 times 3. They did, they brought that number 3 times. You get 26, 26, 26, which breaks down to an 8. Then you have, like, lots of 8s. The whole reading's been about 8s. So with that, I'm just gonna bid you a good day, and I hope this video finds you well, and I hope it's helped you in some way. And yeah, just stay on that positive note and try to keep pulling yourself back into that. So I'm going to send you all my love and light. And yeah, I hope this video finds you well. So bye, everyone.